The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
I'm genuinely surprised and saddened to say this, but they may have dropped the ball again with Star Wars merchandise. Yeah, I know. We're a few days away from The Mandalorian Season 2 dropping on Disney+, and Baby Yoda merchandise is already clogging up the discount retailers across the country. More on that in a moment. When we last discussed Star Wars toys, we were talking about the turning point for the brand, how The Mandalorian was in, Baby Yoda was it, everything was safe. We had the numbers, we had the exclusives, we knew there was a future for Star Wars toys at retail. And it looked good. Or so we thought. Before we take a look at the next Rose Tico in the making, let's take a look at a regular retailer and check out the current state of Star Wars toys. So here we are at my local Target, and Star Wars toys look a little different than I'm used to. So let's start out with what's new, what's different. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Trading Outpost, BB Unit, and a little bitty Baby Yoda. More on him later. But Baby Yoda Lego? Kind of weird, but okay. Now these are also kind of weird, these little Baby Yoda figurines that don't move. So we have Baby Yoda playing with lava, Baby Yoda playing with the Mandalorian pendant. I guess that's cute. Oh, Baby Yoda in a blanket. I have a heart of stone. So, more of the Galaxy's Edge stuff. Again, this is Target, so this is exclusive to Target. And we have astromech droids, more BB-8 units. If I collected non-movie branded Star Wars stuff, this would be cool if I was a droid collector. But I'm not, so it's lost on me. Let's see what the back looks like. That's not worth it. So, let's see what these ones look like a little more in depth. I guess it's different than the non-Galaxy's Edge version. Maybe it has dirt. I don't know. But it's cool to see some role-playing outfits there for the kids. And here we go. A lightsaber. A very cheap-looking lightsaber, but a toy lightsaber nonetheless. Again, from Galaxy's Edge. It's funny, you go to Target, you look at the Galaxy's Edge stuff, you think, oh, this will be normal priced at Disney. You go to Disney, it costs you an arm and a leg and your soul. So, be prepared, folks. Be prepared. Now, be prepared to see something come back from the past. And it's Star Wars Blade Builders. So, if you look here, it's a brand new box. They like you to think it comes from its, the Galaxy's Edge. It's transported from the trading post. In reality, it was shipped in from Ollie's and whatever other bargain outlets out there. First, we'll look at R2-D2, and I don't even know why this is a thing. Let's just get away from it. But here we go. More Blade Builders, and that one looks janky in the box, so let's look at another one. God, they go deep, too. That's what she said. And then this stupid Millennium Falcon thing. And then, what do kids need today? They have cell phones, so of course they want walkie-talkies. Awesome. Lights and sound. It's not like a cell phone can do everything better than that 1,000 times over. But hey, I don't want to sound like the old man yelling at a cloud. Speaking of old man, what the hell? Who the hell is this? That's a Porg, so I'll put that one down. Don't even need to see that. And, yes. So there we go, Galaxy's Edge, and oh yeah, you suck, Squirrel Girl. And finally, just for some low-hanging fruit, Bump and Go Dio on clearance for $7.49. Wow, what a great addition to the Star Wars universe, Disney. So, things didn't look too bad. We have the Galaxy's Edge exclusives, the Mandalorian stuff looks nice. Things seem to be looking up for Star Wars toys. And then you can add in the fact that the Razor Crest is breaking records over on HasLab, and the story of Star Wars on clearance seems to be a thing of the past. But this is Disney Star Wars we're talking about here, and we the fans can never have nice things. So this image was taken today at my formerly local Gabe's, and what do we see here? Wishlist for less. Oh, good. And as you can see, we have some Star Wars stuff from The Last Jedi, we have some Star Wars Resistance, and there's some Baby Yoda merch. But if you think this is what the video is about, you'd be sorely mistaken. So here's the actual image we want to talk about today, and lo and behold, look who's there, already on clearance, but Baby Yoda. Now, this isn't just 1 or 2 Baby Yodas. This is many Baby Yodas. They go 2, sometimes 3 deep on the shelves. You can stop the video right now if you'd like to pause it and count the Baby Yoda. Tell me in the comments if you do. Now, if this was a one-and-done situation in a store, that'd be great. Again, we wouldn't be making this video. But this is a national retail chain. They have things across the board, merchandise across the board at all their stores. And guess what? This is a hot ticket item for this holiday season. And guess what? They got it in droves. Now, that's the interesting thing. This holiday season, people think, well, Mandalorian stuff came out last year, so it's okay that this is last year's stuff being sold at a discounted price. But you'd be wrong, because this is the newest Mandalorian stuff already on clearance. See, folks, Disney did not have Mandalorian merchandise for last year. They were focused on The Rise of Skywalker, and they barely had merchandise for that. But when it came to the mainline Mandalorian merchandise, they only had a handful of things. Mostly Mandalorian action figures, Cara Dune, IG-11, and a handful of other things. They didn't even have Baby Yoda merchandise, because he was a secret. The big surprise was that character. The child was the surprise of Season 1. And it worked. Baby Yoda fever was at an all-time high. But now we're seeing Baby Yoda kind of cool down, and it couldn't have come at a worse time. Because, again, this is the interim between the first and the second season. This is the first wave of Mandalorian merchandise ever. This is what people have been waiting for. But it doesn't look like it's as hot as people think. Now, last time we talked about Star Wars toys, we had the facts and the figures to talk about how Mandalorian was up across the board and the Star Wars brand was up for Hasbro. But where does this fall into? How does this fall into it? Because are they selling directly to discount retailers? That's kind of an odd thing to do when you're going to go to, I don't know, Target and pay full price for this. Now, as you saw the video footage from earlier, that was shot just a couple of days ago. This picture was taken today at 11:28 a.m. actually. So you can go into Target and you can pay full price for Baby Yoda, or you can get the exact same brand new Baby Yoda doll for half price at your local Gabe's. This is the problem I have with the Star Wars brand. This is the same stuff that happened last time with The Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker and Rogue One merchandise. And I misspoke. There was no Rise of Skywalker merchandise. It was The Last Jedi. And what it was you could go to Toys R Us and you could pay $9.99 for a Rey figure, or you could go next door to Tuesday Morning and you could get a Rey figure for $5.99 or $3.99, depending on how great of a discount it was. And we're not just talking Rey from one movie or Rey from another movie. We're talking about the exact same piece of merchandise a few weeks after the movie came out. Again, this is the similar situation, the same situation, where The Mandalorian Season 1 is the newest thing from the Star Wars universe on TV. This is the newest pieces of Star Wars merchandise, and yeah, it goes directly to clearance. It's not as great of a place people hope that the Star Wars brand would be in. Now, I gotta wonder, did they just buy too many? Did they produce too many? Is this just an excess situation, and it'll probably get itself balanced out? I'm going to go with no, because again, as you saw from the footage at a local Target, there's a lot more Baby Yoda. So if this is the first Baby Yoda doll, and it's already at clearance stores across the country, what's going to happen with the next wave of Baby Yoda merchandise at these other retail outlets, these other retail chains? Well, you're going to get a repeat of Rose Tico and Jyn Erso and a lot of other figures like Snoke and the Alden Ehrenreich Han Solo. Disney Star Wars characters are just going to continue to clog up the retail distribution chain. And what was lauded as a huge victory earlier this year, for Baby Yoda and Star Wars merchandise, just a few months later, there's a much different picture. And again, this is before the holidays. This will be the first Mandalorian Christmas, meaning this is the first Christmas where you can buy this type of Mandalorian merchandise, Baby Yoda merchandise. And you'd think that everyone and their sister would be so excited to shell out big bucks at all the big retailers. But if you go down the street, you could save a bunch of money. Now, will we get more before Christmas? I don't know. Probably. It's Star Wars. Nothing surprises me at this point. But I do worry about the character appeal, because it seems like the show is becoming The Mandalorian and the Baby Yoda show, where The Mandalorian's just the vehicle for Baby Yoda to get around for the cuteness factor, because the cuteness factor sells toys, the cuteness factor sells merchandise. Well, they tell us it does. So is that it for Star Wars? Are we done? Is there a future for Baby Yoda merchandise? I don't want to be all doom and gloom, but we've been here before, so I'm going to go with probably not. I think Baby Yoda will be the next Star Wars character to just fall by the wayside. For a minute, we thought this would be a new direction for Star Wars, but at the end of the day, it's just another Porg. It's just another BB-8 or any of the other Disney characters whose names are a bunch of numbers and letters that aren't as memorable as R2-D2 or C-3PO, or R5-D4 for that matter. But I digress. So what do you think? Do you think it's too late for Star Wars merchandise? Should we just throw in the towel? Let me know down in the comments section below. And tell me what you think of finding Baby Yoda merchandise already on clearance. Do you think retailers are burned out by this and they just don't give a damn anymore? They're not following the streaming numbers. They're not worried about what they're seeing online. They just know that Star Wars merchandise doesn't really do too well at the big box chains, and it has now become a staple of the dollar store industry. It's kind of sad that George Lucas's masterpiece went from being the crown jewel of all merchandising to a joke that's treated like every other dollar store brand. Thanks, Disney. That's how you took a luxury car and turned it into a Prius. So, folks, that's it for today. Come back on Thursday for another video. This one's about the Force Awakens formula, and it has something to do with the holiday coming up this weekend. So, come back on Thursday to find out what the hell I'm talking about. Also, this coming week, Tuesday, the High Council, we have a very special guest. In Search of Darkness Part 2 is the definitive 80s horror documentary, and this week we have one of the producers on the channel to discuss the film as well as other Halloween-related topics. So join us this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, for the High Council here on World Class Bullshitters, where we're going to have that. Also this week on the channel, don't forget, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this Thursday night, the podcast, World Class Bullshitters. That'll be a lot of fun. And this Saturday night, starting at, I don't know, let's say 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have the first official WCBS Halloween party. What is it? Well, the guys and I are going to get together, have a live stream. We're going to be drinking, hanging out, telling stories, inviting other guests on. Come have fun with us. Look, we understand that this year kind of sucks for social gatherings, so if you can't go out, well, come hang out with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We might even have a call-in section. Who knows? Can't promise anything, but just keep your eye out on what we have to offer. But join us because, as always, it will be a good time. So folks, yes, we do have a lot coming up on the channel, so you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel with your bell notifications turned on to all so you don't miss a single notification from this channel. Now, we've been growing as of late, so I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers, and I'm excited to continue growing this channel. So folks, do us a favor, spread the word, share the content, and help us grow on every single platform. We'll be back Thursday with more, but until then, folks, go out into the world and be excellent to each other.